Hi Aries, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shandra Lynn, and this is going to be your May 2019 general energy reading. Please remember that it is general, so take it how it resonates with you and your life and your situations and your experiences, and disregard all the rest, okay? Now I'm really excited because I found my what the fuck pad, and I figured it was a beautiful time to use it because the energies have been really crazy for the last 6-7 weeks, okay? And I even took the time to fill it out for you guys. So this one's yours, and it's two source from Aries. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck should I do? And please explain, okay? So that's kind of the intention behind this reading today. And we are going to go ahead and get started. I really want to know what was going on and what is going on. I hope the first beginning part of spring has been amazing for you guys. Okay, so we got the sun, enjoy success and happiness. And we got mirror guardian, take time to reflect. Okay, hold on, they're kind of... got a little bit... Okay, so whatever it is, something has, there's a sense of accomplishment or something, or there is an accomplishment somewhere. It could be just internal with a new way of thinking that's kind of liberating and freeing from other kind of focuses. But it also could be like an actual job change, going into school, deciding to make a move, something. There was like a change in something in a sense, and it's kind of it's illuminated things, so there's more room for growth. Okay, so this reflect time is kind of like what could be removed. Okay, oh, that's backwards. Okay, it was a time of reflection, and now is a time for it's like a successful happiness. Like winter is done, and then spring has started to incorporate, and now we're seeing new growth. So in a sense, in a garden sense, because we all know I love to garden, it was that time to reflect was like seeing your garden, and it was kind of like neglected for a while, but you actually had to get out there and pull up all the weeds, and then till the ground and add new compost and fertilizer. And now there was a lot, like there was, and I wanted, all that came was forced, like there was a lot of forced forced work done in a sense. Okay, we got island solitude. Yeah, whatever that garden is for you in your life, it was kind of a solo job. Like you had to, it was solo. Okay, but now that it is done, and now that it is planted, and you're starting to see the success, right? Things are starting to grow. You might not be able to exactly be able to tell what they are yet, like with most plants, and especially if you're new to gardening, like little sprouts, you can't necessarily identify what they are until you have more experience in that area. Okay, but this is the beginning, so we still got this reflection time going on, but it's in a new sense of like new field notes is what I'm being told, like wanting to make sure that we're getting a look at all the different stages of what's going on, so that way when the cycle begins again, there is more of a cycle to it. There's more of a, okay, what to expect, more, okay, this happened and then this happened. And it's kind of like it starts off like a small, and then it just kind of builds to like an expert level manual in a sense. Okay, but with this growth, this green man synergy, I'm being told that because this was a solo job, because it was basically forced, it was like step-by-step instructions on what to do, what to plant, where to plant it, okay? As it starts growing, there's going to be a lot of synergy. It's going to see things flourishing. I'm being told, like, you're going to take a look at your garden and take a look at somebody else's garden and be like, whoa, my garden is like producing so much better. My plants look so much healthier. My plants are so much larger, producing so much more. I don't have the bugs. I don't, have to water as much. And that's because the way things were planted, the steps and everything that happened the way it happened was to provide this beautiful, like, synergetic ecosystem, right? So everything, how it's planted, where it is done in a way to help and amplify all the rest of what is going around it. So it's all like compatible growing, okay? Everything is placed in a way that not only allows it to flourish, but it also assists in the flourishing of all the others that is around it. Okay? But still, with this time to reflect, it's like there's this reflection going on, but I also want to call it a deep cleaning, like a major purging, a pressure washing job, okay? So it's like recognizing that the more things grow in the new, the more certain things are sticking out that just no longer coexist well together. And so there is more space, okay? And what I mean by more space is there is more room for you to incorporate into your life the things that you love. All right, and that's the key. All I'm hearing is, like, if you try to incorporate another burden, another responsibility that doesn't bring you joy and happiness, if it brings you more uneasiness, pain, stress, restfulness, then it's almost like what is already in the garden is going to completely, like, squash it out. It's like you got to look at your garden as having its own, like, immune system, and if it sees something that is not there growing and flourishing or helping anything else grow and flourish, it's going to be smothered out, okay? Which is kind of good. Like, don't worry about it. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's going to be squished out. But you're allowed to start adding more to this garden. There is more space. There is so much more space. Everything that is there for a reason. Doesn't mean that it's going to always stay, is what I'm being told, but it's there right now because it's beneficial right now. And there might come a time in the future when it's no longer needed, is what I'm being told, okay? Well, you got the strength card, okay? I'm trying to... Okay. All I'm being told is that whatever this is, it's kind of like you need to hear right now. Like, you've got strength. This wouldn't be happening if you were not strong enough for it to happen. You wouldn't have gone through it. If you got to think, you were going through whatever this was. What? You were going through whatever. Look around you and how it's like you don't see it's like you thinking it's bad luck, thinking like, oh man, why does this have to happen to me? It had to happen because you're the one that's strong enough to do it. And it wasn't like, oh man, it wasn't a bad thing that happened. It was actually a very good thing, okay? We got, yeah, here and in the now, okay? So you're yeah, all like that's purifying in the now. So there is still a lot of, like, I want to say, like, a lot of rearranging, taking things out, bringing things in, you know. It's kind of like setup time. I want to say it's like now being able to step back and look and go, okay, I think that, this, that, and that. And it's kind of like getting yourself in there and playing with it and rearranging it and setting it up to what looks, feels, and resonates beautifully with you. All right, Aries, that was your general reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the likes and the subscribes and the amazing comments, y'all. They are what keep me going with these videos. And if you're going to follow, feel guided to follow with the extended video. The link for that is below for Vimeo, and I will see you there. If you feel guided to reach out, my email address is below, and if you are feeling guided to tip or donate to the channel, that link is below as well. And thank you so much for all the tips and the donations. That allows me the space to continue to work on myself and provide these services to those who are healing and growing themselves. So thank you so much, and I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.